Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we'll be going over how to use breakpoint filters to improve your procedural workflow. It's important to note that to use breakpoint filters in your workflow, you'll need to be using a version of Mari 4.8 or later. Filters provide a quick and easy way to transform the paint on your nodes with effects such as a Gaussian blur or levels. Mari 5 now comes with the ability to apply filters to a breakpoint node, so you can easily edit filters and work non-destructively. Previously, to apply filters to a texture, you'd have to bake the node or network of nodes you want to filter down to a single paint node, and then apply filters to that paint node. This workflow was highly destructive as the nodes would now be baked into a single paint load and could no longer be edited, potentially disrupting your workflow. To make any changes, the paint node would have to be deleted, rebaked, and the filter reapplied. This led some artists to develop a workaround by exporting textures and applying filters in a secondary application, such as Nuke. But with Mari 5, you no longer have to bake your node stream into a single paint node to apply a filter. Instead, you can now use the Filters tab in the Breakpoint node. Simply insert a breakpoint into your node graph network and apply a stack of filters to the baked result. You can go back and edit any of the filters and the changes are applied immediately at the click of a button. The Breakpoint Filters menu includes new options to control and deactivate individual filters applied at the breakpoint, whilst leaving other filters in the stack untouched. Bringing filters to the breakpoint node makes applying filters to your procedural recipes completely repeatable and non-destructive, truly unlocking Mari's procedural potential and enabling your creative workflow. Let's head over to the albedo map for our dragon and apply some breakpoint filters to it so we can see this new workflow in action. We'll start by creating a breakpoint node by hitting the tab button and typing breakpoint to bring it up. Once we've created it, let's plug in our network through the input. Then I'm going to double click it to bring up the node properties panel. It's important to note that breakpoint filters only apply to whatever patches you're using on your mesh. So if you want the filters to only apply to a particular UDIM tile of your asset, you can specify this in the patch range section of the node properties, and then checking the limit bake range checkbox. We need to bake this node down before we begin creating and applying our filters, so we'll hit the bake button and let Mari process these textures. Our breakpoint will then turn green to indicate we've successfully baked our nodes. Once baked, we're going to go to the Filters tab and select this Edit Filters button here. And what that's going to do is bring up the Breakpoint Filters menu. This drop-down menu here will give you a list of filters that you can then apply. For now, we'll go for a blur and an emboss. But there is no limit in the number of filters you can choose to apply to your breakpoint. When I select Emboss, you'll notice we get a warning pop up before applying our filter. What that's telling us is that this filter is snapshot based, meaning that it provides a preview of your filter by taking a snapshot of the viewer rather than applying it to the actual node. Once they've been selected, you'll be able to tweak your filters using the sliders in the menu. These filters are processed in a top to bottom order in Mari, based on the order that we first applied them. So because we chose the blur first and then the emboss, our texture is first going to be blurred and then embossed. When you've made your changes, you can then use these toggles to turn the effect of your filter on and off. As you can see, you've got two sets of toggles, so this can be done on either a per filter basis or as a whole, using the preview toggle. This gives you the ability to operate filters independently of one another without affecting anything else you've built in your filter stack. If we close this window, we can also toggle our filters on or off as a whole with the Filter Baked Patches checkbox here. This feature has great flexibility in that you can create multiple breakpoints and apply filters to them whilst retaining the ability to make edits upstream. If we create another breakpoint, bake it along with our first, and then apply a filter different to the others, Let's go for a hue this time, and make some adjustments here. Once we've made our changes, we'll rebake our upstream node to reflect them. After that bake is complete, you can see that both sets of filters have been reapplied and are working in tandem in our node stream. Finally, we'll show you how easy it is to make any amendments to the procedural nodes you're working with whilst also using breakpoint filters. We'll take this noise node we've got in our network here, and in the node properties, make some adjustments to it. As you can see, our breakpoint nodes have now turned red to indicate there's been updates that need to be rebaked into our scene. There are now two ways that we can go about rebaking this to reflect our update. The first of these is going directly into the breakpoint node and hitting the bake button. Or we can right-click our noise node and go to Edit, Breakpoints, and Update Downstream. Selecting either of these options will then automatically amend any filters that you've got set up in your breakpoints to reflect the changes you've made to your procedural. If we toggle our view back to our first breakpoint, you'll see that all the filters we've set up in our breakpoints have now also changed to match our new noise pattern. That concludes our session on breakpoint filters. As always, if you want to learn more about Mari, you can head over to our Learn site where you can find more resources available. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial and happy painting!